stuff. So here is a little gift for you.
Joe and Chris, Brandon Flowers here. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas. And I'm also going to share a couple of my favorite Coldplay memories. You asked for one, but I thought of two right off the bat. One amazing moment for me was being able to take the stage with Chris and Bono and do one of the Killers tracks. All these things that I've done, we did it for War Child, and that's a memory that I'll always keep close to my heart, because being on stage with those heavy hitters was a big deal for me. And I think a more important memory for me was going all the way back to 2000, and it was the first time that I heard Yellow. It was on MTV, and I saw this guy walking on a beach, and he was singing this glorious song. It's just such a great song, and it was before the Killers had started, but it was just one of those songs that you knew something was going to change in the atmosphere, and music was changing for the better. And Coldplay's always been a band that we have admired and given us hope. And so Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. It's going to make me cry, man.
How touching was that?
Oh, that's sweet.
I hadn't actually heard that myself. That's just come through. So, yeah.
Who was that? No,
it was a Brandon Flowers impersonator.
Wow,
I had to pay him a lot of money to say all that stuff.
No, that's so kind.
And
I'm happy that I can return the compliment.
Okay.
And especially about their new song, Pressure Machine, which I'm always banging on about. And I just think I think it's very healthy that amongst artists in general, and then also amongst bands, there's a sort of, not a competition, but a kind of, when someone does a song that you're like, oh man, I wish I'd done that. Or it does galvanize you in a really good way. After the jealousy's subsided, about 5 minutes later, you're like, okay, well, we better try. And when I heard this song, Pressure Machine, which I made you play the other day as well.
But I love it too, so I'm really happy
it just made me feel like, I love this band, and we got to improve our band. It's the two great feelings. It's so tempting to be cynical in life, especially these days.
Yeah.
So easy to criticize things, but then you hear songs which just like break through all the nonsense. That's one of them. I think that's a masterpiece. Makes me cry. Wow.
Gorgeous. It was Killers and that was Pressure Machine.
I got one more thing to add to that. There's a thing you can do in Liverpool called the Magical Mystery Tour. And they take you around all the Beatles sites.
Yep. And
it's very sweet that the guy doing the tour thanks each Beatle at each site when it's to do with them. So say, this is where Ringo grew up. And of course he lived here till he was 9. Then he became a drummer. Thanks, Ringo. So after I hear Pressure Machine, it makes me want to say, thanks, the Killers.
Thanks, Brandon.
No, it's all of them.
Just all of them.
Yeah.